Hello there, today I'll be showing another very large cannon, you can see right behind me. But let me just start off with saying that yes, it could have been smaller, could have been a lot smaller, but I just want to showcase it. It's a 200 chunk anti-patch, almost instant nuke. The thing about this cannon that I want to showcase is that module right there. It is a toggleable double adjust, which means it's a normal barrel that you can turn into a double adjust barrel with a flick of a lever. But yeah, I'll just go over the entire cannon. 3 very large powers, and the AP with sandcomb, nuke, hammer, and well, this right here. Let's start off with the thing that probably catch your eyes, these weird thingies on top of here. There's no boosters at the bottom of this. There's just TNT. Those things up there are the boosters, so they fall down. One ends in this position, one ends in this position, and there are 7 blocks in between them, right here. So this one explodes, and it affects everything that's in between here, but not the next booster. So it'll push everything in here, somewhere in this position. Then this one explodes, unaffected by the previous one, and goes forward. The 2 boosters don't actually affect each other. They can, however, affect themselves, so shoot themselves up, but that doesn't matter because it doesn't fuck with the alignment. And alignment is the important word here. These pretty much are infinite boosters that just keep everything center aligned. I know there's other and maybe better ways of doing this, but I wanted to test this and I like it. So then we have these 3 massive powers right here, 800 TNT each. So we have the sand power, the hammer power, and the AP power. Now, again, I could have used 1 ref for the first 2 powers, but it's not actually meant to be a practical cannon, and this looks kinda nice. All of the TNT gets shot in to this line right here, and they all have their own little booster that shoots it all the way to the end, and then all the TNT makes it to the end, it's all together, and then it gets shot up into the barrel by this booster up here, and then it's front aligned as well. Then the AP right here, which is facing into the sand comp, which may be weird. There's a booster down here. So the way it works is these boosters go off, this TNT pushes this booster into the chest down here, and the TNT that's inside of the module in this block right here. And there is a chest here, because if there wasn't, the booster TNT would be right there, the AP TNT would be right there. It would get shot up into this block right here. Then that top booster up here is actually the AP booster. And it would try to shoot it forward, but because the AP booster is center aligned and the AP would be aligned to the right, it would shoot it into this block right here, and that would fuck everything up. So by adding a chest, I realign the nuke TNT to the back, and it just follows everything perfectly. Then the sand comp may have some funky wiring, but it's just a 3 game tick sand comp. So all the sand spawns, pushes, the bottom layer starts falling, the top layer is still located on top of the bottom one, and then takes another game tick to fall. So that's 3 game ticks total. I don't really need an instant nuke with this. I just wanted to have a faster nuke without needing a long sand compression. So it all makes it onto the carpets right here, closes off, and boosts it forward. They get shot by this booster right here. Then we have the nuke right here, nothing fancy, just a booster down here that shoots the nuke into the sand comp, into this block, and then lets it fall for 3 redstone ticks or 6 game ticks. The hammer is also not very impressive, it just uses an alternating nuke hammer. So one part of the nuke hammer is down there, 12 TNT that always goes, and then every other shot it adds these 2 pieces of TNT. So it alternates between 12 and 14 TNT to get a pretty clean nuke, but we'll go over that in a second. So the one-shot sand is at the bottom here, on a falling edge, so by default it's out. Then the pulse drops, and when the pulse length plus this delay has ended, then it goes out again and pushes the sand in reach of the booster. That is, I think, quite far up actually. Yeah, all the way up there. And then the part that I actually wanted to get to, these boosters right here, they are my double adjust boosters. As I said, all the TNT from inside here gets shot into this block and is center aligned. So it's aligned in the center right here. And then power comes in, all of the power at once with this booster. That is game ticked. It's starting to make sense, huh? And then everything else comes in from here. And when the first, I'm just gonna call it U-Fusion, okay? So when the first U-Fusion booster explodes, the power only just made it into the barrel, and it gets shot out because it's still aligned to the top of the block. I'll help that guy later. And then everything triangles, so the power triangles up right here. The projectile, which is then already in the barrel as well, triangles up right here. And you can triangle it into a normal barrel like this. It doesn't have to be here, just clean it without the water. So then it's just a normal barrel again. Your barrel doesn't actually have to be this fancy, but something along these lines. But then when you turn off these boosters, which is currently what happened, now it's on, now it's off. See, the redstone signal doesn't actually go through. Now it does. When you turn them off, and you want to take these away of course as well, then the power just gets shot in here, and then a game tick later falls on the floor, then another redstone tick later that explodes, and everything is just in the correct position. So this is the order. The green is redstone ticks, the red is the following game ticks. So first thing that's important is the sand booster. Then 2 ticks later you have the sand power and the hammer booster, and then the hammer power 2 more redstone ticks later. And that's just a normal cannon, right? That's just a normal 2-high barrel cannon. So by the time the first U-Fusion booster explodes, this has already reached the barrel, because it had to be here anyway, and the power has just been shot inside of the barrel and is still aligned to the top, to the booster right here, the game tick one. So all the powers get shot out with the first U-Fusion power. And then the second U-Fusion power fires the hammer and one-shot sand to be in range of the hammer power right here when it blows up in the external barrel. See, I'm just turning everything back on. I'll put it on auto. Just to be clear, I'm not releasing this cannon. Oh boy. I'm not releasing this cannon because it's not very useful anyway, and it only works on MineHeroes because MineHeroes doesn't have budding for dispensers, and I was building it on here anyway. So yeah, you can see it uses the second barrel, and the alternating nuke hammer does all of the extra damage to the walls right here. So this is Albion 6 durability, by the way. This is a lot of damage. You know what? I'll actually release this cannon on the MineHeroes public schematics. So if you go PS menu, you can see a lot of dumb cannons. I'll give it an obvious title. So now I'm gonna turn off this. So there's a free path to sky limit again. And I'll turn off the U-Fusion boosters. So now it is just a very basic 255. It's just sand booster, and then sand power and hammer booster, and hammer power. Of course there's also an AP, but it works the exact same way. So with 2 ticks difference in this setup and 1 tick difference in the external barrel setup. But yeah, I'll release this cannon on the public schematics. Just to show you that it works, everything will go up right here and travel to this position. Yep, seems good. And there we go. So again, nice view of the alternating nuke hammer. I like that so much. Like, I'm into web bus nuking as well, but this is so much easier, so much cleaner, and just quicker to do. Alternating nuke hammer is perfect for quick prints or for useless cannons that don't actually matter. So yeah, as you can see, it also nukes pretty damn fast after the hammer. And then there's some more TNT coming in. So the second explosion that you see is the AP that comes in. I'll just fire it at one more position just to give another view of the alternating nuke hammers. So I don't know what the current setting was on, but you'll see 8 holes and then another 8 holes that are offset. So that's 8 holes and then 8 smaller ones. There you go. and that's a full nuke. For really cheap as well. It's just a 8 game tick nuke with 12 and 14 nuke hammer. But yeah, that's about it. That's all I wanted to show. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed this type of video. Subscribe if you want to see more of these types of showcases or releases. But that's it for me. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.